If you go and talk to your mom or sister or anyone, when you are saying you are ill or you are having issues in the work or something, and they will say, oh, it will be fine. Something they will try to comfort you. When you go to the counselors, they are not going to comfort you. They will see how you feel. They will try to empathize you what you are going through rather than sympathize. Individualism in West is more like this is my life. I'm the one going to eat this. I'm the one going to die. I'm going to all me. But it can be balanced. But I'm thinking it's more like we need to, good thing there as well, good thing here as well. But need to be balanced. But when the community like reaching new thing, new pizza, new fashion, new thing, we all go extreme. That's how human nature as well. So in a way, let it happen. If you have blocked that, it will burst.
Today, I'm going to be talking about a very interesting, a poignant topic, which is counseling. Increasingly, I have been meeting a lot of people, entrepreneurs, people in corporate jobs. Out of 4 people that I meet, at least 2 are with a therapist or a counselor. And when I reflect upon it, to me, that doesn't feel like a sign of weakness. That indicates the amount of time and effort and interest that an individual is willing to invest in themselves in today's world of chaos, deadlines, and exceedingly unrealistic expectations of themselves. On this note, I would like to invite Miss Shaila Thiru, who is lecturer, a counselor, a psychotherapist who practices in UK. She has a unique blend of knowledge, being an Indian, practicing in UK. She keeps coming back to India to talk to her peers. And she is here to tell us about how counseling has evolved. Counseling predominantly is a Western concept, but what is she observing as a trend in India today? To start with, please tell me a little bit about yourself.
Right. We can start with what is counseling. So the counseling is the one we open up and talk to somebody who is trained. We are going to the doctor because he's trained to be a doctor. Then also we have a confidentiality. When you go to the doctor, whatever you say, it will stay with them. So we have a trust. And also the doctor not going to judge you because of this, you are having cough or you having illness or something. So accepting as you are. So this is the main concept for a counseling. So the counseling is more like a going to the doctor, but this is more like a psychological. Physiology is a doctor, but this is a more like psychological needs when we go there. So mainly confidentiality and the trust, and they are not going to judge us. For example, if you go and talk to your mom or sister or anyone, when you are saying you are ill or you are having issues in the work or something, and they will say, oh, it will be fine. Something they will try to comfort you. But when you go to the counselors, they are not going to comfort you. They will see how you feel, and they will try to empathize you what you are going through rather than sympathize. Yeah, so that's a different from meeting normal other friends or other family. And counseling is a job as well. So when I'm seeing clients, I'm also giving, I have a supervisee as well. So I do, I see clients and I have a team meeting. So we'll discuss what we can do or what theory can help with the person. We'll analyze. So rather than one head, we have a few head talked about that. So better for the client. We are not going to disclose their personality or their name or any history, but what the person going through. That will be discussed. So it's more like a supportive community. And also, we have, as a counselor, we also have to have counseling. So, like when we see something that might affect us, we are also human beings, so that will affect us. So, we need to have a counselors and we need to have a supervisors And I'm a supervisor as well, so I have a trainee as well. So it's a kind of more like a chain. It's a community. So
Psychotherapy as a field, it deals with talking about the mental state of a person at that point of time. Does it also involve medication? I not know, right?
psychiatrist is a medication based because when you have issues, I mean, schizophrenic or some other needs, some additional medication, nothing wrong with that. Then we will go with the cognitive behavior therapy. That's how we can manage day life. But the counseling is for everyone, even for 4-year-old. It will start from 4-year-old or 3. But as soon as they talk about, they can talk. Even we have a play therapy as well. So even before they start to talk, we'll play and counsel through the play, painting, moving, dancing. We have what do you say? You have to bring them out. So when we have that connection, then that person is able to open up.
You know, I just mentioned about your exposure to UK and India, making your position very unique. Are you seeing a trend, observing some changes in the Indian scenario?
First of all, counseling is not our cultural thing, isn't it? This is a Western approach again. This came from after the Second World War and all that. This came more a need. So they have a theory based on Western approach. I have my own community clients as well. So when I see my clients, I need to have the both balance approach to do that. So when you asking the Indian community people, they are coming for the counseling means the counselor whoever doing that, they have to have balanced approach. Because it's a spirituality, a lot of stuff in India we have. So we can't just straight put that from West. We need to modify for ourselves.
A very interesting point before we started this conversation. You spoke about how the Indian culture is a community based culture, and adoption of westernized ideas is creating a lot of chaos within the people. Could you explain that as to what is actually happening, what you're observing within the Indian ecosystem?
Yeah, I always ponder around. I always think about this because it's a kind of post-colonialism. We started from long time back. But they left. We are still talking in English. And we are still, nowadays it's more like a Western food I can see in Chennai here. And also more people are working for UK time, more people are for US time. So when you are working from different country time, what do you expect? You always go with the food, go with the clothes, go with the everything, you will start to adapt. But this is not a new thing. After the British left, still we are having the post-colonialism effect. We are still want to be fair. We have a skin tone. We need to be fair. Still, we are driving left hand.
And you spoke about the increasing loneliness which is being there, which is causing people to seek counseling. There's an increase in adoption of counseling, a need for counseling in India.
I I wouldn't say loneliness. This is the different age, new age now. So when you are in a collective culture like India is a collective culture, then we are working for Western approach and we are more interested. Internet opened up. We all have exposed to that. We need to have more like adaptation for Western, then we will accept. So again, we are still going with the old admiration about the white people and all that there. We become insecure. It's an insecurity. That's what we are going to, this society, not me or you, meaning here. The society is catching up and they can't, the resources opened up, so they don't know how to handle. But that's normal. So only thing when we repress things, then it will blow out. I would say, seeing that here, You talking to young people here as well. I'm thinking that open up for good, but it to be balanced. West and East culture. We have got a lot of things here in India as well. We had counseling here, guru, where we have elders in the family. We have the culture. That was our counseling. But now become loneliness because we are leaving that culture and for going somewhere different, new to us. So when you start new something in life, it's always kind of unknown.
So you would say that younger people should seek to have somebody to go and talk to, just to have a sounding board.
I think everybody, I'm going. So we all have to open up, or we all have to talk. Right, the unconscious is a big thing we have. From the day one we born, we are observing everything, but we are not bringing everything. Like riding a bicycle, our body muscles knows us, and then we don't think we have to push these muscles. Or you open up for the internet. You know, when you go to the restaurant, everybody's on the phone. So the communication, they are looking for communication. That's why they are doing it. But in a way, they are doing more in a different direction. Like they don't exposed to different things. You know, how many people watching the news? Is those days we only watch 8 o'clock or 8:30. Nowadays, 24/7. But how many people knows what's going on in the world? So the direction is changed. That's also new age approach. The thing is, the Western culture is more like they want to change to one family relationship, and now they are more like they want to be religious. They are changing. But in India, it's opposite. It's going in a different direction. But that's normal as well when you come to we want to be for Western, we want to be American, we want to do that, we want to do that. So what we do, we don't have it. That's why we are saying we want it. So that inferiority complex starts there. But that inferiority complex didn't start today. We started 75 years before, 200 years before when the Britishers came.
You know, what is the value that a counselor can bring into a person's life?
Self-awareness. So that the individualism culture, that's the one the counseling started from. So it's not collective culture. So when you know yourself, you have your only life, you have only one life. That's the self-actualization you reach, and this is me, I'm satisfied, I'm in peace. Emotionally intelligent. But that's not in the collective culture. Here, whatever the mom says or dad says or family says, what other people would say, that's collective culture. Individualism in West is more like this is my life. I'm the one going to eat this. I'm the one going to die. I'm going to, all me, me, me. But it can be balanced. But I'm thinking it's more like we need good thing there as well, good thing here as well. But need to be balanced. But when the community reaching new thing, new pizza, new fashion, new thing, we all go extreme. That's so human nature as well. So in a way, let it happen. Let it happen, because if you have blocked that, it will burst. So more like if they wanted to counseling, if they are not trusting the family as used to be, if they are not trusting collective culture, and why not go to the counseling and go and talk about why you need it. But so much things once you open up, you wouldn't even know. That's what the counseling means. When you come there, you wouldn't even know why you are going there. But start slowly, and when the trust established in the relationship, that's also a relationship. And then you will slowly open up. And when you open up, you'll be a different person when you come out. Because maybe that's counseling mainly, they don't give advice. When my clients comes to me, I don't give advice. I believe, and also the humanist approach believe, everyone have their answers. We can't tell them. We can't help them to get their answers. It's like a navigation. When you put the navigation, you can turn right, left, right, it will go. So we can't give this way or that way or that way, this way. But the person that's their journey. So they will go and they will reach what right for them. The heart feeling, what right for them. But sometimes clients comes to me and say, I don't know, but I want to come and talk. I don't know why I'm, maybe this is a simple thing. I'm coming here. I don't know why I'm coming here. I have clients like that. Then I will start from there. For example, if somebody come and say, I don't know why I'm here, but feel like I want to come. So I thought I want to try. So that's unconscious. Something is kind of she or he wants to open up, but something is maybe they learn not to tell anyone. They don't express.
Maybe
They don't know how.
conditioned to not.
Conditions, and they don't know how to express. No, we don't have emotional intelligence when in our school time, isn't it? So we don't know how to express. The only few we know, anger, love, or jokes or something, not the deep emotional. We don't learn in our collective culture. That's a new learning. Then knowing, oh, I feel this, and then the feeling and the body, the trauma. I work with trauma as well. So when the feeling and the body go together, then they can feel it. Then the body tells you the story. Then the body started to talk to you.
What would the advice that you would like to give to the youngsters in India?
Youngsters is they want to know new things. That's normal. They want to expose everything. That's also normal. But that shouldn't be complex. They should know their own value. The shouldn't become identity crisis. So they need to know themselves, and we have our own value as well. You don't need to go that far to adapt something because we've been colonized how many years. We don't need to. We have our own thing. But the financial as well, we need to copy, we need to go for that, we need to adapt. That's become like a trend. So that can be, let it happen. That's what I would say. Let it happen. And once they get out of the phase, then they will know, wow, who we are. That's the time the counseling comes. Then who we are. Then, oh, this is my identity, where I'm coming from. So that they can turn around and see. Then they're proud of themselves. And that's what the end.
Just talking to someone can make life so simple. I really hope that a lot of parents who are watching this allow their kids to talk to counselors from a very early age and not just have that perspective that I'm the parent, I know everything, because a child cannot express himself in certain situations, and giving them a platform which can allow them to open and be free will benefit them for so many years to come in their life.
It is, but when the collective culture come, the possessiveness will come. My son, so my daughter, if they go and tell everything out, or if all the secrets comes out, and maybe the child might not going to like me, or you run away, or somebody will, change this and brainwashed or something. So the trust. The parent doesn't have the trust. If their parent doesn't have a trust, then it's difficult because they don't let the young child to go and expose or explore themselves. But the counseling doesn't need to be talk. It can be play. It can be dance. It can be, I do dance movement therapy as well. So when you do the movement therapy, then you move with the body, then you block all the layers of defensiveness. Then you will go with the flow. I did a couple therapy, dance and movement therapy. It was so beautiful because when they come and they push each other hands and then you can see who's pushing, who is following. So they started moving. That then they have the barriers all taken, all the defense taken. Then they can see each other's eyes. Then they have to follow where they are moving, where they are coming. So it kind of started to connect in that way. So it worked. So very simple things, but that can be when you're not talking, that's a big block. But gently open up together, then they had a good sessions.
Shaila, thank you so much for being here. I think what you said now was so beautiful. Reaching out to people, connecting with people need not always happen with words. just being there with someone who knows how to help you impacts your life deeply. I hope more and more people reach out and adopt counseling and take up the option of talking to someone who's trained to listen rather than just being alone and being stuck within their ecosystem.
Yeah, absolutely. And also kind of, the when the internet open, under 16, under 12, they are exposed to sexuality. And that can be diversion for little children. They are not prepared. They are not safe. They don't know what's going on. So the parents will be wonder what the hell is going on. So they don't know how to protect them. So that's also coming with fear and not afraid of losing the kids. They don't know how to handle it. So this is kind of thing. The parents also would be good for them to go and talk openly like that to the counselors and family counseling. I do family counseling as well. And the teenage, when the identity crisis come, this is very important to sit back and see where we are going next. That's important.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed this conversation.
Okay, yes, I did. Thank you very much.